Hey guys, Thomas here. Now, I'm not sure how many of you actually remember your first anime, but I sure do mine. Your first anime is supposed to be magical, something you'll cherish in the future, something that will make you want to delve deeper into the anime world. And mine was Elfen Lied. Back then I was like 12, had no idea what anime was, saw some cute cat girls and good old anime titties and was like, sold! I wanna know more, let's watch this. Well, let's just say that I didn't want to watch any more anime for the next 3 years after that. So it opens up with an amazing opening, pure awesomeness. I fell in love with the opening after the first listening and it really sets the mood. It's even an integral part in the plot in the future episodes. Overall, it's well shot, aesthetically pleasing and enjoyable. The ending, on the other hand, is a complete 180, and in my opinion, the most unfitting part in the whole series. It's this happy rock music, but why? Where does it come from? The whole show is depressing and gory, and then you end up on a happy note? What? It doesn't gain any style points from me though. I'm not really a child of those times, so it's kinda hard to compare it with other anime that aired at the same time. But let's just say that this hasn't aged that well. The character animation, especially if the camera is more than 10 meters away from them, looks totally horrid. The eyes can cover the whole face of the character, or not even exist at all. And for some reason, for me, it resembles Bible Black or some old, cheap hentai. And even though most of it seems generic, the very first 5 minutes are totally on point. They completely nail the tension, the atmosphere at those moments, and then proceed to pull those nails out and shit themselves for the rest of the show. Elfen Lied uses a lot of tropes from those times, which is kinda unnerving. Because when you randomly stumble upon some of the episodes, you just see a guy with many girls, an average harem anime. Accidental boob grabbing, falling on boobs, the cliché stuff, girls with big eyes and cat ears, and you think to yourself, oh, it's just an ordinary rom-com. But that's so wrong. I think these tropes make the plot progression even more depressive than it needs to be. Because you see these little children, these little girls, having fun, being cheerful, and then just talking about being raped and running away from home, and then in another scene a girl gets her limbs torn off and... But in the next episode they're back to like, oh teehee, you touched my boob, it felt good, maybe you should rub it. Oh no, but the main love interest stumbled upon us, I hope she doesn't have the wrong idea. Whoopsie! Which can make it pretty awkward when somebody walks into you at the wrong time. Hey son, I have a... Dude, what did we talk about watching porn?
Dad, it's a horror anime, for fuck's sake, get
out!
Lock
your door. Lock your fucking door, you degenerate! Thankfully, if you start watching it at the very fucking first minute, then you'll know what you'll be getting into. It's gonna be pure gore. And just the beginning, it's so masterfully done. You have this epic choir music playing in the background as she murders people. That just gives me goosebumps. Oh, the horror feel. I love it. I love this. We have this interesting concept of an experimental lab with a patient who's escaping, and then it all just goes to shit. The main character starts meowing like a cat, because that's what you do when you have a second personality. And it just becomes a horror anime that, in my opinion, holds it back. Halfway through it gets even more boring with remembering some childhood stuff that Yeah, some are important, but the rest are totally forgettable. And it continues with the tropes. And yeah, I know it's character building or shit, but I just want to know more about the vectors. Them talking about these inhuman monsters. But why is this a harem anime? Not sure if this counts as back in the day logic, but the characters are bad. Complete retards. You have this super duper secret base, but when somebody jumps in the water, they're gone. It's escaped, nothing to do about it. Let's just say you're on the beach and you find this girl with horns, completely naked, having amnesia and stuff. And what do? Call the cops? No, you adopt her. You take her to your place. And when the cops finally come around and say a girl has gone missing, you don't say, oh yeah, I found somebody. You hide her and do nothing about it. But this is so much more depressing than what I remembered from my childhood days. It just starts downhill and then digs itself even deeper into the depression zone. You have rape, murder, gore, animal torture, human torture, loss of family, etc. And at points I was wondering who this anime was really made for. But then, animated is. So my suggestion is to watch the first 5 minutes and then stop. Elfen Lied is nothing too out of the ordinary. It seems edgy, but is a pretty bad slice of life most of the time. You can get around an hour of content, that's like 8 out of 10, but the rest of it is more like 4 out of 10. But as an adult, the joy I got from watching it, or more like the depression, is quite refreshing amongst all the happy and cheerful anime that's out there right now. And goddamn those underage titties. Those were the good days where you could show Yuri or whatever it's called on TV. Anyways, I'm going to try something new now. I want you to comment down below what you think I should review next. And the one with the most likes, I'll review or something. So let's just see how that turns out. Why not? And also leave a like to this video and bell me. Motherfucking bell me! Hit that bell button, yeah! And also, bye.